All right, let's do another orthographic projection of our little arts and crafts object here. The one during class kind of we couldn't see very well. So let's do this again, right? So this is our object. We're going to do the front view from here. We're going to do a side view from here, and then the top view coming kind of from this direction, kind of almost the direction of the camera there. We have the units given everywhere. So let's start. We'll start with a corner right down here, and then we're going to start drawing the front view, right? So this and here and there, and we'll go from there as we go along. Okay, so let's start at the corner. Let's say this is our starting corner right here. Oh, we did move my paper a little bit. There we go. So let's say this is our starting point right here. And now we said the size here is 1, and so we'll do 4 boxes per one unit here. So let's draw 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That will give us there. Again, let's make nice thick lines, they're easy to see. And then if we continue drawing, then now if we look straight from the front, right? So basically if we do, see if we can get this almost like this, right? Then we don't really see that this line is all the way in the back here. It looks as if it's the same as if it were here, right? So we can basically draw this entire line across. So that would be another 4 and another 8. So altogether 2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. Now next, again, we're looking from the front, right? So we can see this height here. So we can say the height is 0.5, and we have 4 4 boxes per unit. So it'd be 2 boxes high on this side, 2 boxes high on the other side, and then of course we go across. No big surprises there. Now, when we look from the front, right, then we see this edge and this edge, right? So even if we take ours, that would be kind of this edge right here and this edge right there, right? So we'll have to put those in there as well. And now we know they're 1 unit away, so 4, 2, 4. We just go straight up. And the same on the other side. 2, 4, and straight up. There we go. So that's the beginning. Now, we've kind of drawn everything we can for this bottom part. So now, next, maybe we'll draw all the way to the top here, right? So if we look, again, if we're looking, where's the camera here, right? So we're now basically going to draw from there all the way up, right? So in this case, it says 2.75. So 2 units is 8, and 7.5 is 3, so 11 units in total. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. No, I said 11, not 13. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. There we go. That'd be the side over here. So that's this edge going up. And then on the other side, we see that from the bottom up is 1.25. But of course, in our drawing here, we're already starting at an edge, like on this ledge, right? So this is 125 going all the way up, but we only have 1.5 minus 0.5, so that's 0.75. So that would be 3 boxes high. And move up my paper here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So 3 boxes high. Oops, this one came in. You can see this one came kind of next to where I want to be. So let's erase this. That's where we're using a pencil, not a pen. Redo these lines and try this again. There we go, much better. All right, so now we have this edge here. So if we want to take this all across, all we have to do is connect this point to that point, and we're golden. So this point and that point. All right, and with that, we have our front view, right? That's all we can see when we look at the front of our little object. So then now we can do either the top or the right. We'll start with the top. Where's our top view is going to look? Should look something like, well, should be this way. Should look something like that. All right, so we'll start at this corner down here, which is basically the corner there. We'll give ourselves some space here, maybe here. We'll start right there. Now we know we have to go 1 unit over. That's 4 boxes. Now this time we don't go all the way across, right? Because we go our 4 boxes here, and then we have to go in. So that would be 1.5 that we're going in. 1.5, that'd be 6 boxes. So 2, 4, 6. Then another 4. And then 6 back out. And 4 over, right? That's just the shape that we have. That's this shape that we just drew. All right, so now another thing that we'll see on the top, from the top, is all the way into this corner, right? So that's 1.5 and 1.5, that's 3. So that would be 12. Right? Be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Same on the other side. You can just follow that over. Go down and across. All right, so again, if we look at it this way, right, then we've now drawn here, 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 and then this part out, right? So now what we're missing is basically this top part. And we know that this is 0.5, this thickness, right? So that's basically we have to add two more boxes here. 2 here and 2 there, and we go across. Don't like that other line, it's kind of crooked. Let's redo this line, make it straight. All right, so we want to draw something that looks good. Nice and precise. Lines are where they're supposed to be and not next to it. There we go, much better. All right, so this would be our top view, pretty much done with that. And that means now we have to do our right side view, right? Our right side view is going to be, of course, down here. Now, how do we do this? The easiest way for us to do that, or one of the ways that we do it, as I said in the class, is we kind of do our 45-degree angle out there. Well, it doesn't really matter where we do it. We just want to make sure that we don't get too close. So maybe we'll start our 45-degree angle somewhere. Let's start it here. Let's make sure that we didn't bump ourselves out. So again, we'll do a thinner line. Oh, just about fits. That's good. We do want to do a thinner line because we want to make sure that we can easily erase it. Now, to do this, we start with any of our corners. So we're going to start with this corner here, or up here, doesn't matter, right? Because that's kind of our L shape. Or we can start, maybe we'll start with a corner down here first. Start down here. That's more obvious, right? So we'll take this corner and we'll trace it over to where our diagonal is. Again, a thin line. All right, and then we go where it connects, we drop it down. Again, another thin line, because these are all just construction lines, which we should erase afterwards. Actually, here the lines are almost so thin we can't see them. Now, this was the corner down here, right? So it has to have the same height as the bottom, so we know it ends here, and it goes 1 up, 1/2 up, right? So we know this is where this line is. Now, how far does this line go all the way to the back here? Well, either we can measure and draw it in, or we can use this, right? It goes all the way to there, so we know we do our construction line. In this case, it goes all the way to the corner. And so if we drop that down, that would be, we're dropping down to here, right? So we know that this bottom line right there, we can draw all the way to here. There we go. Now for the ledge here, we know this ledge has to go all the way to here, right? This top line. So we can again do our thin construction line to there and then down. Of course, the way that I set these up, these construction lines all coincide with lines on the paper, which makes sense. And then we can just draw this over. Of course, we can also have said that the thickness of this back here is 0.5, which is 2 boxes, so it has to be 0.5 away, the 2 boxes away. And now all we have to do is we have to draw the back to go all the way up to the top, which is here, right? We can just connect it to where the point is here, same height. And then we do our line down as a flat top, across, and then down. And with that, most of our side view is done. The only thing that we're missing now is this edge right here that we can see. All right, so we actually have to draw this in. We know this edge is right here. So all we have to do is do a straight line across. And so we can put in our solid line right there. All right, what else are we missing? Well, the only part that we're missing now is the hidden line that comes on our side view from being able to see this edge right here, right? So if we think, if this were plexiglass or something, we're looking in through here, right? That's our side view. Then at some point we'd see that there's an edge there, but it's not an edge that's out here that we can see. It's hidden, right? So that's why we have to do a dashed line, and that dashed line has to be right here, right? So if we take, this is where that line is. So we can again go across here. We don't even have to do a line, right? We can just kind of use our ruler. And now we have to do a dashed line here. So we'll just maybe do 2 dashes. There we go. And with that, we have all the parts drawn. So now what's left is get rid of the couple construction lines that we have. Oops, the whole table falls over when I erase. So sometimes it's important to, once you've erased your lines, to kind of go back and look. For instance, my line down here got mostly erased, so I might want to redo it just a little bit to make it a full line. And with that, I believe we are done. I don't think we're missing anything. If we look from the top, right, this would be our top view. Looks pretty, there we go, looks pretty good. Our front view should be, how can we get our front view? I guess we have to do, something like, there we go. Let's see if I can get my fingers to do this. There, more or less, right? Of course, our model is a little squishy and our dimensions for our model are a little different. And then the side view, I'm gonna get my side view to work. Probably the camera is, oh, is this side view looking so strange? Here we go. That's our side view. Well, we can see that edge right here, and then of course the hidden lines we can't see because that's that edge in here. All right, so that's hopefully better visible than the one we did in class where it kind of stayed pinned to the edge.